Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. So let's see who we have in the chat. Wow. So we got Faz, we've got Anasuya, we've got Kanan Kumar, we've got Tangier. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Mo Rahman, and we are going to share with you a really special treat tonight, which is a brand new presentation. So guys, please can you type in the chat? Please type in the chat. Type a 1 to a 10 for how excited you are for being here tonight. Please put a 1 to 10 in the chat for how excited you are to be here tonight. A 1? Really? Only a 1? That's a 10 for really excited, or a 1 for not very excited. So are you really a 1, or are you more like a 10? I'd love to know, okay? But do you know what? I'm really grateful for your feedback. You're 100, wicked, that's perfect. I knew that's what you meant. I thought that's what you meant. Okay, so this is it. Are you ready? Are you ready? It's the Evorich presentation. And by the way, can I just check? Can I check? Are you new here? Put an N in the chat if you are new to our company and if you haven't signed up yet. Or if you are already in the company, put A for already in. Okay? So put an N if you are new, put an A if you are already in. So Kanan is already in, okay? Okay, so this is for the people that are new to the company, but actually, you know what? If you're already in the company, it's a new presentation. So welcome to Evorich. So my name is Mo Rahman, and I'm a consultant within this company. I'm a Master Profi graduate. I've also done the Marathon 260, and I'm just about to do our Go Pro training. These are our company's flagship trainings, okay? So I'm based in the United Kingdom. Type in the chat, where are you based? Where are you from? I'd love to know, okay? I'm from the United Kingdom, from a little town called Peterborough, okay? Oh, Kanan, you're from Malaysia. Amazing. Okay. I imagine it's the middle of the night right now for you. What time is it for you? I'd love to know. And Tangier, I'd love to know, where are you from? Are you also from Malaysia? Faz, I know you're from Glasgow, right? 3:05 a.m. Okay. Well, I don't want to disappoint you, so let's get on with this, okay? And well done for being here. Like, that's a mental time. Okay, so I'm an international speaker, a private investor, and an entrepreneur, thanks to this company. Okay, but it wasn't always this way. I graduated, in my case, with astrophysics, and I became a data analyst in the UK public sector. Now, what I realized throughout my career and throughout my education is that I never was going to become rich from that. Put a Y in the chat if you agree. It's unlikely that if you rely on your university education, you will become financially free. Is it, you know, it's pretty unlikely that you're going to be able to take early retirement. Put a Y in the chat if you agree. So I realized, well, my career led me to realize that, okay, I don't want to be in this career for the rest of my life. What I want is I want to learn how to make money, and I want to learn how to make money work for me so that I make passive income. Okay, type PI in the chat if you would like to learn how you can make passive income. Okay, think about not having to worry about how you're going to pay for the roof over your head, or the clothes that you wear, or the bills, or the food on your table. You don't have to worry about where the money's coming from. It comes to you passively. And how much money do you really need to be able to accomplish those things? You don't need to be a millionaire just to have those things. You just need a little bit, maybe a couple of $1,000s a month, right? And that's actually very easy to achieve. Do you want to know how you can achieve this? Because you're going to find out tonight, okay? So put a Y in the chat if you want to know how to achieve this, okay? So this is what I decided to do. So I've done a whole bunch of like personal development trainings. I'm always working on my mind, but I've done a significant amount of wealth training since 2017. And I've even written my own book. It's kind of a law of attraction book, as you can tell. But so, you know, that's a little bit about me. On with the presentation. And by the way, I've got a caveat. So basically, today, in today's reality in the world, we're going to talk about that. And then we're also going to talk about the Evorich ecosystem. We're going to talk about our multi-level crowd investing global entrepreneurship program. We're going to talk about our why, which is this mysterious NEEW. And it actually stands for New Economic Evolution of the World. So it's NEEW. We'll tell you what steps you need to take, or that you can take if you want to reach your financial freedom. And then we're also gonna do a little bit of news and Q&A at the end, okay? So strap in and let's get on with it. So what is happening in the world today? Okay, so right now, and you know, put an A in the chat if you agree with these things. Right now, there is a high unemployment rate. And if anything, there are more and more people losing their jobs because of the global pandemic. Okay, so many people have lost their jobs. And also, you know, small businesses are closing down forever. Okay, this is leading to a lot of financial stress. Okay, people are beginning to fear, and it's having an effect on their health. Okay, they're feeling demotivated and demoralized and absolutely uncertain about the future. So do you agree that this is the case in the world today? And it seems to only be getting worse. Put an A in the chat if you agree. Okay, put an A in the chat if you agree. So who, yes, so so where is this going to lead us to? This is going to lead us to more people are gonna have less jobs. People are having financial problems, and it's going to lead to increased health issues among the population. Families are already being broken apart, and people are, you know, kids. What do kids learn in school? They learn how to relate to each other. They're not able to go to school now, so they're not even going to know how to relate to people. They're not going to be taught that now. Okay. And when this generation of children, school children, grow up, do you think that they're going to know how to take care of their parents? Okay. So, you know, all this is going to lead to increased crime. Can you see how this is panning out? Put an A in the chat if you agree. Okay. If you can agree that this is a massive problem right now. I get the general gist that you agree. Okay. Thank you. Right. And by the way, thank you so much for your feedback, because you know, your feedback, your energy drives my energy, and it allows me to give you more energy. Okay. So our company, Evorich, we have the answer to these challenges. Okay. So let me tell you a little bit about Evorich. We're basically a marketing platform. Okay. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the things that we do market, right? But we offer a unique business model with exclusive participation opportunities in some amazing projects. And we stand for helping millions of people, maybe even 1 billion people all over the world, to become financially independent and free. Okay. Type good in the chat if that is good. Okay. That's pretty good. Okay. So we are based in the USA as our headquarters. We've got over 750,000 active partners worldwide, and our information is available in 12 different languages. And at the moment, we have more than almost 1.5 million registered users, and more than 10 unique brands within our ecosystem. Okay, So here is just a few of the things that we have within our ecosystem. Now, our main, where it all started for us, and I'll explain this, this will be on the next slide, is this Academy of the Private Investor, okay? Now, the Academy of the Private Investor is basically like a financial investment education portal, okay? We'll talk about that more on the next slide, but we have other brands in different spaces. So this is about financial education, okay? This UGain, and this is a digital platform for small, medium-sized businesses, but basically it's a chance for small and medium-sized businesses to compete in the new world, where it seems to be only the biggest players that seem to get a chance at the table, okay? So this is in the retail space, okay? So we've got financial education, we've got the retail space, okay? Next, we've got legal and consultancy services. We've got an amazing brand that we're about to launch, which is going to be like a 24/7 access to legal consultation, okay? And it's going to rival some very, very expensive things, and it's going to cost a fraction of the price, and it'll be available worldwide, okay? So that's our legal stuff. Then we've got UGPay. UGPay is it's a Swiss registered company that this has rights to list our World Crew security token, okay? So our Evorich program, you know, we're marketing our UGPay holding company as well, and the goodies that are involved in that. And if you're already in our company, you know what goodies those are. Another one of our brands is our Edu Cafe. So think about this as a place where you can, not only can you go there and you can dine in it, but it's also a place for doing your personal development. It's also a place for conducting your business meetings. And on top of that, you also own a share of the profits from it, okay? This is our Edu Cafe brand, okay? So what have we covered? We've covered financial and investment education. We've covered the retail space. We've covered legal and consultancy and services. We've covered an amazing financial holding company, right? We've covered like our Edu Cafe, kind of like cafe and food. Can you see how diversified this is, guys? Put a D for diversified if you're understanding, okay? And definitely put a D for digital doubles. Digital doubles is, this is going to be our artificial intelligence, social media marketing disruptor, okay? So we are in all sorts of different things, and this is only a few of the things that we are in, okay? Is this sounding good, guys? Type a G in the chat if this is sounding good. I'd love to know, okay? So type a G in the chat if this is sounding good, okay? So the Academy of the Private Investor. So what do we offer? We offer training courses which are basically to do with financial education, okay? We teach you how to invest. It's the science of investing. So basically, it's how to manage money and how to use it correctly so that it multiplies, not how you spend it and you spend more of it than you earn and then you never have any money, okay? And if you want one tip, in fact, I want to know, do you want me to give you one tip, a very important tip? Do you want a tip? Put a Y in the chat if you would like a tip right now, because I'll give you a really great tip. And it's actually from one of our rules of the private investor, one of our 8 rules of the private investor. Do you want to know what it is? Canan wants to know. Does anyone else want to know? Terry wants to know. Hello, Terry. Right, okay. Well, look, I think a few of you want to know. So it's actually the first commandment of the second rule of the private investor, which is to save 10% of your earnings. So no matter who you are, however poor you are, you can always pay yourself first with 10% of your earnings, okay? And let me just explain this. let's say you are struggling to make ends meet with, say, $500 a month, okay? Anyone would struggle with $500 a month. How do you pay for your rent and your bills and your food for $500 a month? That's crazy, right? Am I right or am I right? Put an 8 in the chat if I'm right, okay? $500 a month, very hard to live by, okay? To live off. Well, this is what happens if you save 10%. Basically, you know, $500 a month is pretty hard, right? So $450 a month is not that much harder, okay? But that $50 a month, that is something that can come to your rescue and get you out of that situation very quickly if you keep saving that $50 a month and just limiting yourself to 10% less, okay? So that's my one tip, okay? Canan says, doing this since last year. Right, okay, and how are you feeling, Canan? Can you see the benefit of doing this? Yes or yes? Okay, I know that I've been in this situation in the past myself, and yeah, doing great, okay? Congratulations, you are pulling yourself out. And I love your energy, by the way. Thank you so much. I know that it's 3 o'clock for you, so you know, kudos for being here. Okay, so we teach, like, you know, a complete understanding of the science of investing in depth. We increase financial and investment literacy all over the world. We open the door to financial freedom, right? We provide an opportunity for you to apply your knowledge and skills in practice, and we show you how you can make your wildest dreams come true. What we are doing is we are bringing people together, okay? So that's our Academy of the Private Investor. UGain, what is UGain? This is going to be our disruptor of things like Amazon or eBay. But not only those things, but also even this can replace ordering systems within you know, small to medium sized businesses, right? This can replace kind of like management systems as well, and tracking systems. It can push notifications to a user's mobile phone, and so basically, you know, there's the retailers and there's the users, okay, or rather there's the users and the entrepreneurs, the retailers, and there's the users, which are the customers, okay? So basically everyone that has this UGain app, they get to make up to 4 different types of income, okay, which is passive. So let's think, if you're a shopper and you buy a product from a shop that uses this UGain thing, you get a discount for starters. If you then buy a product with that shop again, so you get push notifications to your phone, okay, and then that says, oh, you haven't bought such and such in a while, or you might be interested in this product. So it's an advertising thing for the entrepreneur, but also for the user, they get discounts on the things. Who loves a discount? Put D in the chat for discount, okay? So also a UGain user, the end shopper, they can refer their friends to get the app as well. And then there's passive income in that networking as well. And everyone gets to shop, everyone gets to make money, as well as the entrepreneur themselves, who get to behave like a big business. And they get to do things a lot cheaper than, say, they would be able to do with, say, Amazon or eBay or something like that. And they also get access to loyal customers. They also get to make recommendations of the app to other entrepreneurs. And so basically, it's just passive income all round. So as the slogan goes, our slogan, you gain with no pain. You gain, okay? That's our slogan. So that is you gain, okay? Next, we've got our UG Pay group, okay? Our UG Pay group is registered with the United States Security and Exchanges Commission, and it's incorporated in the state of Switzerland, okay? We are fully above board with our crypto unit, which is something that Facebook and Telegram were not able to get right. Okay. Did you know that within the crypto space, there is not many cryptos that are registered with the Security and Exchanges Commission in the United States? Okay, but we're one of the few, or our UG Pay group is one of the few. So yes, the crypto unit is an innovative project that opens the door for anyone to learn and become a co-owner of the crypto unit global investment portfolio. And within the portfolio, there are things like gold mines. There's an innovative transport solution. There's a really cool basalt fiber production process, which can disrupt like the construction industry, or it's a real viable alternative to like plastics, okay, that is green and entirely recyclable, okay. So, you know, we can replace things that you would do with carbon fiber as well. So yeah, and it's just and anything that is ever created from basalt fiber can be melted down and reused. Really cool process. Okay, we've got we've got an artificial diamond production facility or process, right, which is patented. And you know, if you understand that there is a problem with blood diamonds in the world, and there's a problem with being able to track the heritage of any diamond, such that actually you can never really be sure with an actual diamond if it is a blood diamond or not. Well, with an artificial diamond, you can be 100% sure it's not a blood diamond, and you can grow a diamond that is more perfect than you would find in nature. So it's win-win-win all round, okay? We've also got, obviously, in the crypto unit portfolio, the Academy of the Private Investor. We've got the film industry. We've got two film companies. We've got real estate that we're building hotels on. We've got stocks and cryptocurrencies. Okay, guys, is this sounding good or is this sounding good? Put a G in the chat. I want to know. Okay. So our global investment portfolio is available to private and corporate investors through the purchase of security tokens, which are our world crew. Now, one token is equal to one share, and there is more information which is provided in the white paper. So we can access that if someone asks about that later, okay? So Evorich provides a unique business model. Oh my gosh, that came out wrong. A unique business model which allows anyone to be part of the ecosystem and to earn from it, okay? A passive income that is monthly. Remember that new economic evolution of the world that I was mentioning? And we'll talk more about that. That's coming up. But right now we're talking about our multi-level crowd investing. So multi-level crowd investing is a business model. It's a marketing model that we have invested. Before us, obviously there has been crowd investing, and obviously there have been multi-level marketing companies using multi-level marketing. But there has, you know, what we're doing is a first, which is multi-level crowd investing. If you remember, type in the chat, can you remember how many active partners we have around the world and how many people we have in the company that are registered? Type in the chat if you remember. I told you the number earlier, okay? It was actually 1.4 million people. Exactly, well done, come on, that's amazing. Sorry, Han, come on. I mean, thank you so much. Very, like sharp, right? 1.4 million people. Imagine if 1.4 million people have $1,000 each, just $1,000 to invest in something. How much money is that overall? It's $1.4 billion. What businesses can you fund for $1.4 billion? That's huge buying potential. Okay, so this is the power of crowd investing. This is the power of having a lot of people. And remember, we want to get to maybe even billions, you know, 1 billion people. Okay, so multi-level crowd investing, it provides a product niche, a business niche, and an investment niche. The product niche is that you get to have access to the best products and services in the market, okay, such as the things that I've showed you already, okay, and you also get access to our trainings and workshops. You also get multiple offers and exclusive promotions, especially through our VIP club. Now, the business niche, you get to be your own boss and you get to work from home. You get unlimited income potential and multiple income streams. So remember the dream of not having to worry about the roof over your head, or the bills, or the clothes, or the food on the table, and even the luxuries, okay? Just imagine that you have multiple income streams that are taking care of the money. How good would that be? Guys, type a G in the chat if that would be good. I'd love to know, okay? Put a G in the chat. So you can work whenever you want, flexible hours, okay? You get the opportunity to build a global organization from the comfort of your own home, and you can start with as little as $10, or you could like invest millions in your education, right? You get continued support and trainings, personal development. You get to do a lot of personal development, and we love personal development within our business because we're constantly on the edge of our comfort zone, okay? And if you're not growing, you're dying. Who knows that? Have you heard that one? Put a G for growing, okay? Pardon me. You get less financial stress and more financial freedom. Remember what the problems are in the world? Well, guess what? We solve them with our multi-level crowd investing model, okay? And you get to realize your dreams. And it's the same with the investment niche. Remember our Academy of the Private Investor, right? We teach the science of investing, okay? We teach things like you want to diversify across different segments and instruments, okay? Our cryptocurrency, which is, you know, registered with UGPay, okay? It's fully transparent because it's a cryptocurrency, right? And blockchain is a fully transparent technology. And us, our UGPay group, which is registered with the Security and Exchanges Commission in the USA, that is regulated, okay, fully regulated and therefore secure, right? We have already produced an amazing capital growth and capitalization since the dawn of our portfolio. And you know, we've also started, we're bringing online multiple passive income streams. So it's beginning to become a reality already, right? I'm pleased to report, okay? Guys, put an 8 in the chat if this is exciting. Put an 8 in the chat if this is exciting, okay? Because I know that I'm excited for the future, okay? And again, we are financially free is what we're building here, okay? And stress freedom, okay? And realizing our dreams quite quickly. So passive income for all. So this is our new economic evolution of the world in action. Remember I told you about our edu cafes, okay? So at our edu cafes, you'll be able to turn up to one of these, and we've got these rolling out in kind of like the Russian territories at the moment. What people can do right now is you can go to one of our edu cafes, you can order your meal, you can order a coffee, and you can also bring your business clients to whom you might want to do presentations to these venues. So it's a place of business as well as you can buy your coffee, you can buy your meal. But on top of that, imagine this, imagine that at that business meeting, you also get to say, well, you see this business, this edu cafe, we've just bought a meal here, and guess what? I make a little percentage of the profits of this meal, okay? Because I co-own this restaurant with a bunch of other people, right? And I get to live off the passive income. Can you see how this is a great thing, this new economic evolution of the world? Everyone type NEEW in the chat if you can see how this is amazing. Okay, slowly but surely, that is absolutely right. NEEW in the chat. Okay, so this new economic evolution of the world, this is what we want to bring in with all of the businesses that I've shown you already, but this is just one of them in action. Okay, so imagine if we own all of the stuff that we use. Okay, so I don't know why that's doing that. Okay, and just move that there as well. Okay, wicked. So this is our why. Okay, we're talking about distributing the wealth of the world more evenly amongst the people. Did you know that the top 0.1% of the world probably have they control like 50% of the entirety of the world's resources, and probably the top 10% of the world control 90% of the world's resources? You've heard these statistics before, I'm sure. Okay, well, could you imagine? You see, here's the thing. Are you aware that money is actually infinite? Did you know that? Money is not a finite figure. Are you aware of that? Put a Y in the chat if yes, put an N in the chat if no, and I will be happy to explain. Okay. So basically, money is infinite. It's just an energy that is infinite, and it is actually created from debt. So it's in the big banks' interests to create debt, because then they get to create money. And those who are financially educated, they know how to collect that money for themselves. Whereas people who are not financially educated tend to be distracted with other things other than learning about money, right? Exactly, right? So here's the thing, right? If we actually teach people how money is created, how they can actually collect some money for themselves in the form of passive income, that they don't have to worry about the roof over their heads, the bills, the clothes, the food on their table, and the basics in life. Okay, and we produce that freedom for people, then guess what? People become a lot more free to help others. Okay, and what they will do, they will engage in adding value to the community. Okay, so this will result in a progressive and a like-minded society. Okay, how awesome is that, guys? Type an 8 in the chat if that is pretty awesome. Okay, put an 8 in the chat if that is pretty cool. Okay, I love this new economic evolution of the world. So to sum up, an Evorich partnership will provide you with access to the entire ecosystem and all of its brands. Okay, you will have the ability to use the unique model of multi-level crowd investing and create multiple income streams for yourself. Okay, such that you won't need a salary anymore if you don't, that the salary can be the extra. Okay, but you're secure and safe and therefore not stressed. Okay, we provide you with exclusive training programs and mentoring sessions and constant self-development and personal growth, and the ability to create assets for yourself and your family and your future generations, things that are willable to your future generations, things that you can pass on that last beyond your life. Okay, guys, put an 8 in the chat if this is amazing. Okay, put an 8 in the chat if this is amazing. Okay, and here's the thing, you get to join a community of progressive and like-minded people that also want to see this reality and make this thing a reality. Okay, so this is what you do next. Always go back to the person that invited you, and you know what, just register for free in our system. Now, I said earlier you could start for as little as $10, But I believe that actually you can actually make money out of our system for free. It is actually possible. Okay. So, you know, yeah. So anyway, the step is go back to the person that invited you, register for free, select the project that you want to get involved with. Because, you know, is it fair enough to say I've told you about a lot of different things here? Of course I have. So you probably want to pick just one thing and then go with that before you learn the next thing. Okay, makes sense. So absolutely, you want to keep coming back to this presentation and you want to keep coming back to other workshops as well. And again, the person that invited you will keep you abreast. And finally, obviously, you have to take actions, because it's one thing knowing information, but it's another thing putting it into action and doing something with it. Okay, so guys, put an 8 in the chat if that is making sense. Okay, and also please put an 8 in the chat for the fact that you are still here, because it's been just over half an hour, I think about 40 minutes maybe. Okay, so your attention is pretty amazing. I'm very, very grateful that you're still here with me. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so become an Evorich partner, because this is a new class of entrepreneurs, and I tell you, some of the stories that there are in this company are just absolutely amazing. Like people that have come from like being hotel bellboys to now they know how to manage $1 million a year from their network. Forget about their investments, and they have investments that are probably in the tens of millions of dollars, right? But it's not that they've won the lottery, because they've had the investing education to know how to grow it. Have you ever heard of the lottery winner that won the lottery and they won $15 million, $25 million, and they squandered it, and within a year they were back to square one and they have nothing again? Have you ever heard that story? Type a 25 for $25 million if you've heard that story. Okay, and basically the problem with these lottery winners is that they didn't know what to do with the money. They didn't know how to invest it and make that money grow and you know, and be living off the passive income that it could generate. Instead, they squandered it on like a mansion with a swimming pool and a Lambo and like, you know, and holidays all over the world. And then they had nothing by the end of it. Okay. So join a new class of entrepreneurs that know how to expand their money, okay, and how to expand their passive income. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this presentation. And now, if you like, it has been 40 minutes, so we can have a question and answer session. Would anybody like to ask a question? Canon, you got it exactly, because they have poor investing knowledge. That's in relation to the lottery winners, right? So guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you so much for making it to the end. Please type a whole bunch of 8s in the chat to give yourselves a round of applause for making it to the end of this presentation. Okay, I applaud you. Okay, thank you so much for being here. And if any of you have any questions, now is the time to ask, and I will happily answer your questions. Just type in the chat. Thank you, Canan, and thank you all. Okay, so I'm waiting for questions to come in. But if there are no questions, then we can call this one an evening. And so I think there are no questions. It doesn't look like there's any questions coming in. So guys, thank you very much for being here. Please come back again every Tuesday night, every Thursday night at this time, 7 p.m. There will be this presentation. Okay, so this presentation, obviously it's for new prospects, people that are new to the company. But so please spread the word that this presentation exists. And if you are within the company, please know that at 8 a.m. every morning, I give a coaching call. Okay, so you can make it to that. And then, of course, at 11:11 on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, we have other really interesting calls as well. So, guys, Tuesdays and Thursday nights at 7 p.m, come back to this presentation. I'm going to close this call in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.